What is up, everybody? Wagner Capital here. Thursday, SPY action. You know what it's about. Let's get into it. So kind of a roller coaster day, right? Down, up, down, a couple different moves. You could have made money both ways. You just got to know what you're looking for, spot the reversals, play our levels. So here we go. This is our first candle of today. We've talked about this the last few days. We open with a slight gap up, right? We're above a couple of our triggers and the cloud is green. So normally this would mean, an uptrend, right? But as we've talked about, you need to see a test first, right? Like this is the first candle of the day. I'm not just assuming like it's not like Bitcoin where it trades 24/7 and today and tomorrow, like it's the same thing. Like if you look here, this never breaks. Like this is, look down here, 2:30 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. Like this trades 24/7. So the trend is the trend, right? Like you have different volume at different times. Like you can see here, when you're in the middle of the night, I'm in the West Coast of the United States, like it's low, and then people on the East Coast start waking up. This is 9 a.m. Eastern, but they're still trading here. SPY is not like that. So they have extended trading hours, but don't pay too much attention to that because it's lower volume. I don't have this on the chart, but basically my point is with the first candle of the day, don't just take for granted this trend. It's a whole new day. A bunch has happened yesterday after close, today before open. Like we need a test. This isn't the same as if we had a green cloud in the middle of yesterday, right? So this is what I'm talking about. Remember, if you check out the video from yesterday, boom, test, big green candle, now we're off. Okay, so green cloud, are we on an uptrend? Boom, test. If this one would have fallen, no, this is just like we can't take this as meaning we're on an uptrend. This same thing, same exact thing, but it failed our test. So first test of cloud, are we on uptrend? And then we see right here, we fail the test, not on uptrend, right? So basically what I want to see is we come to the cloud, we test it, we hit the middle, right here. Are we going to rebound off of it? Again, look at yesterday. That's exactly what we did. We came, we're right in the middle, and I'm like, okay, are we going up or down from here? Boom, up with a strong candle. This is not an inside green, a small green. This is a strong green candle. The buyers won this war, and we're on an uptrend. Here, we close below. Close below 513. So we know this is not an uptrend. Like this EMA cloud it flips on the next candle and we know like, okay, now we have to wait. So after this, let's do, so here, playing this run. So, okay, let's just do like, this run down. So one, you could have this run down potential entries. So one, the outside red candle tells you sellers stepped in. So two, when we close below 513 EMA. Three, when EMA flips from green to red. Four, off of our levels. Okay, so like one level would be like here. Okay, we have the outside candle, we close below, it's flipped from red to green, and then right here, like we wick to the cloud, we wick to our level, boom, you can buy and down. So all of this said, I did not buy anywhere here. So let's see, let's get this here. I did not play any of this. Now, why? Just like I want to see a test here, I want to see a test back up. So like, I'm like, okay, we're on a green, but this is a fluky green, right? Because we closed below and we're like, okay, we took a green because of after hours action. Like, I don't know if this is a true uptrend. Let's get a test here, fail the test. Now I'm like, we've had an hour of trading, all red candles, but like, is this a downtrend, or are we just trading like a little bit down? Like, we're still up on the day, like, right? So we closed yesterday 437.83. Like, here we're still above where we closed yesterday. Like, SPY is still green on the day right here. Right here, it's pretty close. But so I'm like, okay, I need to see a test. Like, what I would have loved is like here, and then this candle would have been a retracement up. And then I'm like, okay, let's go. And then like an outside candle, red candle. And then I'm like, okay, just a couple signs that tell me like, yes, this is a downtrend. I didn't play this, but these are some potential entries you could have had. Like, outside candles are always strong. We closed below. This flips from green to red. There are definitely a couple ways. I wouldn't recommend going full position on these, maybe a half position. Then once we get a test, you can go full. But those are definitely like, these are all legitimate entries. They're just not as sure of a sure thing as, say, like when we yesterday, like, boom, got this test, strong green push. And then it's like, okay, on this retracement, we're pretty confident. This is like, look how strong this is. It's a wide and strong cloud. It hasn't flipped. We got a test. We passed the test. Like, right, like we're feeling pretty good. This is like an uptrend. This one, I didn't trade any of this because I was like, we haven't gotten a test. Like, for all I know, this candle could, boom, shoot right up. We had just flipped, still kind of up on the day. It's a thin cloud. I'm not really sure. And then by the time we do test, remember, outside candles signal potential reversal. So by the time we do test, like, I'm not trying to buy on this test because I don't like this outside green candle. So again, like, we look here, our retracements are like little tiny candles. Like, this does not worry me. This does not worry me. This is an inside candle, doesn't worry me. This one does a little bit. I wouldn't have bought on this, like, first test of the day. This is pretty bearish, but this candle is extremely bullish. And so this one, I'm like, this candle does scare me. It's an outside candle, a bullish engulfing green candle. Those are scary. Those are pretty bullish, like one of the most bullish candles you could possibly get. And so I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't feel great about this downtrend. Like, we haven't really gotten a test. Let's see what happens. Here's a test, here's a test. We close above right here, fall back below, but then like buyers step in. So see, like, you could have played this a couple different ways. You could have played this. It's like, small position trying to predict bottom. Those would have been the plays I recommend in the morning. Probably not here. I probably would have played this candle. So like, we close below the EMA cloud. It flips from green to red. So I'm like, okay, here we go. Like, here we touch our level. We come back up to the cloud. Boom. I would have played this, would have exited on this outside candle. And once this outside candle happens, you could have taken like a flyer call position. You could have been like, hey, I'm sniping the bottom here. Not a full position because I don't like buying against the trend, but like just a small position, like not even half, like 20% of your normal size. Because if you snipe the bottom, the returns could be huge. Like, the risk reward could be like asymmetric and really good, where the risk is low because you're only taking a tiny position, but the reward could be high because this could run 100+%. So that's where I think like you could have taken a small entry here. Here it's very unclear. So like, look how thin this EMA cloud is, and we're moving sideways. So like, I'm just gonna try to do this. Like, here we're moving sideways. Okay, so in this box, moving sideways, no clear trend, cloud is thin and weak. Okay. So to me, no clear buying opportunities here. Like, what are you going to buy? You could have bought like, hey, this is a retracement. Here's our entry. But again, this outside candle changes that. If this just would have been like a tiny small candle like this one or these, right? You're not worried about that. You're just like, okay, retracement right at our level, right at the cloud, perfect entry out. We've seen this a million times. But this outside candle changes that. This outside candle is the sign of a reversal. So I don't see this as a quick retracement add to the position. I see this as like, this could be the bottom, which it effectively was. So right here, I'm looking for like, okay, which way are we going? Like this, we haven't moved. The cloud, look how thin the cloud is. Like it just flipped here. Which way are we going? This is pretty strong. Strong bullish candle tells me buyers won. So like, which way are we going? Boom, right here. This tells you buyers won. We're heading up. We kind of get to our level here. So like, running. Uptrend is running out of steam, inside candle signals end of momentum, butting up against our 439.50 level. That's what I'm seeing here. Like we had this downtrend, again, all these entry points you could have done. Again, I didn't see a test of the cloud, so I didn't feel great about this. I didn't enter. Obviously, this was a great run. Like if you entered on any of this, you probably would have ran. If you're playing like weeklies, you probably would have ran, I don't know, 50+%. Like if you sniped it at the top, this is probably like 100%, depending on like what you're buying. Then here you could have taken a flyer on the outside candle, and we're moving up, right? Like this is like slight moves up, but like pretty strong uptrend here. If you could have bought at the bottom, like if you buy on this candle, you've missed the run. But then here, like, we're running out of steam. Like this is like, these are kind of small, moving slowly. This is 45 minutes because we're on the 15-minute chart. So we have 45 minutes, 3 straight green candles, and all that move up is completely undone with 1 red candle. Like that's how small these candles are. We move up again, and then this is where I'm talking about, we're running out of steam. We're kind of moving sideways, inside weak candle, like we're butting up against our level here. So, to me, I would just be tightening my stop loss here. Like, I don't think you could have entered on this, definitely. Like, I don't think this is a clear, like, reversal. You could have entered here. But to me, it's just low volume afternoon trading. You can kind of tell it's like fizzling out. And then we fall, cloud flips, and then it's just kind of like, not like crazy end of day trading, but end of day trading. It's always the morning has really high volume. Look at these volume levels. And then the end of the day, it picks back up. So that's what I was seeing today, guys. Like, let me know if what you saw, if this is helpful, what kind of entries and exits you were getting. But yeah, interesting day, kind of a roller coaster day in SPY. We had the uptrend, we had the downtrend. So pretty illustrative and like educational to go through this. But let's go over our levels for tomorrow. Okay. Okay, so post-market, almost exactly the same. We basically haven't moved anywhere after hours. So let's see what we got. I kind of want to check out the hourly chart, see if we can snipe some good. Okay, yeah, let's get here. Change this to blue. Okay, so this is the hourly chart. We see the bottom with a bounce here, obviously bottom here. Let's get like here. Right here, this is the top. What do we see? I kind of like, this is too high. But I like this, top here. Retracement right to here, fall back below. Can we snipe? This isn't gonna quite work out. I like it's the top here, right? We close here, we gap down, boom, and then bounce off of this. And then we kind of, this is our close yesterday. So we're kind of bouncing around and then we get some action over here. So I kind of like that as well. I like keeping this as just the bottom here. You know, our 431 level is always great. And what do we see? Can we get one? I kind of want one in here. What do we think? Where's a good one? Let's move down to our 15. So we close here. I'd like one in here. Maybe this works. Right, we bounced off it today, closed toward it. Little wiki action here, retrace here. Bounce off it here. Okay, I like that. Should we get one more? 434.25. Let's see, can we go back to the hourly? Is there anything that's gonna stick out to us here? Maybe not. Maybe we got something a little around here. I kind of see this, right, hesitating right around here. Nah, you know what? Let's not push it. I like these levels for tomorrow. We'll keep an eye. This is a big gap, $3 gap. So we'll just be watching the trend and look for intraday stuff, guys. So like, for example, look to draw some intraday levels. So for this one, like this level, on the down, I had, if you saw, I had a purple line drawn here because it was the bottom here, right? And then like, I know this is closed, but like not surprising we bounced off it again, right? And so like tomorrow, and you know, you could have drawn this top, but like tomorrow, if we see something like this, you're like, okay, we just reversed off this price, just drawing a midday level. Cause again, this is a big gap. So I kind of doubt, it would be surprising to me if we broke this level and just ran straight down to here. You could see it like here, but you know, you're going to probably have some retracements. So when you do, just chart those levels midday. But these are levels I like for tomorrow. You know, hope you guys learned something and let's get after it. Lotto Friday tomorrow.